spread.
Okay, so
This is Olive, who did an excellent interview that you guys can listen to on
www.capitalfm.ca.ke. There you go.
You do it well.
And I wouldn't say that was my best moment as a journalist.
What is it that sparks the incredible journey to stardom? For Olive Burrows, it began with a dream and a mixed heritage family. Our tale begins in a humble setting, a place where cultures intertwine and dreams are nurtured. Olive was born to a mixed heritage family, a melting pot of diverse cultures and perspectives. This blend of cultures not only enriched her worldview, but also instilled in her a sense of resilience and determination. As a young girl, Olive faced numerous challenges. One of the most daunting was dealing with the societal pressure of body image. She was initially rejected due to her weight, a setback that would have discouraged many. But not Olive. She used this setback as a stepping stone towards her journey to stardom. Her journey was not a smooth one, but Olive was not deterred. She held on to her dreams with tenacity and determination. She believed in herself when others didn't. She fought for her dreams when others wouldn't, and in this battle, she found her strength and resilience. Olive's story is not just about overcoming challenges, but also about the power of dreams. It's about the power of believing in oneself and the power of resilience. It's about the power of not giving up, no matter how tough the journey gets. Her story is a testament to her indomitable spirit, a spirit that refused to bow down to societal norms and pressures, a spirit that dared to dream big and had the courage to pursue those dreams. Her early life was filled with trials and tribulations, but these didn't break her. Instead, they shaped her into the woman she is today, a woman with an unwavering spirit and an unyielding determination to succeed. From an early age, Olive was destined for greatness, but the road to success was not an easy one. In the face of rejection, Olive Burrows found her voice and honed her skills. But where did this journey begin? From her earliest days, Olive demonstrated a passion and flair for storytelling. She was born into a mixed heritage family and grew up understanding the power of diverse voices. Yet, as she embarked on her journalistic journey, she faced a challenge that many of us grapple with: body image. Olive was initially rejected in her career due to her weight, but instead of letting this setback define her, she used it as fuel for her fire. She began to hone her skills, relentlessly pursuing her dream of becoming a journalist. Olive understood that the essence of journalism wasn't about how one looked, but how one could connect with people, share their stories, and shed light on the truth. Her determination paid off when she landed a role at Capital FM. There, Olive began to make her mark. She embraced her unique voice, using it to engage listeners and bring stories to life. Olive wasn't just a journalist, she was a storyteller, a voice for the unheard, and a beacon of resilience in an industry that often favors aesthetics over authenticity. At Capital FM, Olive showcased her talent for asking hard-hitting questions, for seeking the truth no matter how uncomfortable. Her work resonated with listeners, earning her a reputation for excellence and integrity. Olive Burrows was no longer just a hopeful journalist, she was a rising star in the world of media. But this was just the beginning for Olive. She had found success at Capital FM.
So, I tell him that I'm ready when you are. And he goes, I'm ready right now. And I told him, okay, fine. So we have to count down for the guys who are in the radio studio, because we had agreed I'll count down from 5. So we started the interview. And then at that point, I was telling myself, I was shaking, right? So I was telling myself, Olive, stop shaking. And then when I get nervous, my neck locks up, as in literally getting it to move is a hassle. But this time it was fine. It's just that it got tired from all the nodding. I was nodding like crazy. Because when we do radio interviews, which is a lot of what we're used to at Capital FM, is you nod, kind of encourage somebody to keep talking. You want them to keep talking so they can give you that bite. And because we don't want to say because it ruins the sound. So this time there was a lot of nod. I was telling myself, stop shaking. And then I had planned to start with a question, are you a House of Cards fan? Kind of like to get him to relax, ask him a light question so that he chills out, and then he's more receptive to answering questions. But he comes in and says, okay, I'm ready to start now. This is somebody whose time you don't want to waste. Overall, for a novice, as I've been branded, it was good. I'm happy. I'm happy with the interview. I'm so grateful to the Capital FM news team. This wasn't a one-person effort. Everybody came out fully. This was the Capital FM news team project. This was ours. We owned it, and I think we killed it.
But she had bigger dreams to chase. She sought to transition her skills from radio to television, a move that would challenge her in new ways and bring her face to face with some of the most influential figures in the world. Olive's resilience in the face of adversity propelled her to new heights, but her journey was just beginning. A shift in medium from radio to television can be daunting, but for Olive Burrows it was a challenge she was ready to take on. Olive had already proven herself as a formidable force in radio, but as she stepped into the world of television, she was stepping into the unknown. Yet she was undeterred. With the same determination and resilience that had propelled her career thus far, Olive embraced the transition with enthusiasm and grace. Her first foray into television was with NTV, a prominent Kenyan news station. She brought with her a wealth of experience and a unique approach to journalism that made her stand out.
So I think that's how the nation, as is always, every other season, as is the case with TV, there was the transfers, as those who are into sports would call it. So they needed new talent. So they saw the videos we posted up on YouTube. I guess they liked what they saw, so they approached me.
Well, thank you for joining us this great and wonderful evening on MTV Weekend Edition. This is that day when we go back way in time, where Daddy will wear sneakers going to a BOG meeting or parents meeting in high school, right?
Yeah.
We're wearing sneakers and the official look, it was just so fashionable, so we're bringing it back. But we'll tell you the real reason why we're wearing sneakers and the suit and the official dress. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Yes.
You don't look too bad.
Yeah,
we had great TV chemistry, but that was born out of, I think, we just formed a bond with Dennis because he was doing mainly investigative. So I was new to TV completely. And then he had been doing investigative features, and they needed him to step in to the anchoring role, as I said, after the transfers. So it was just born out of developing a friendship. He's a very easygoing guy. If you interact with him yourself, he's not snooty. He'd done anchoring before at Kiss, so he was also helping me learn the ropes. So it was just a good friendship, I think. I think that's why it looked like there was chemistry, because there was actually a friendship behind it. We were not clicking at each other like behind the scenes or anything. But it was just, and then that whole encouraging, like he really encouraged me, gave me pointers, maybe you need to strengthen this, slow down, because I would really go really fast and my heart would pump so hard when we're reading news. So he was, for me, my rock at the time on air. So he gave me that stability. So in fact, I credit where I am now. At least now I'm able to anchor alone and I'm fine, and I own my space. But some of that credit goes to him for having my back. Even when you're on TV, people are seeing you, they're not seeing...
Not the copy.
Yes. And when they hear it's you, so I remember after I did it, I was very calm when I was doing it. After I did it, the response it got is actually what made me a little bit anxious. I remember I was going home that night and we were neighbors with Kennedy Mureithi, you know, the political affairs reporter. So he was dropping me. So I remember kept telling him, unajua vile kuna joto kwenye tumbo.
Olive was not just a presenter, she was a storyteller. She had a knack for bringing the news to life, for making it relatable and engaging. As she settled into her new role at NTV, she continued to grow and evolve. She honed her interviewing skills, her ability to ask the right questions, and her talent for delivering the news with clarity and conviction.
So I won't lie, I was very, very anxious. So I won't say I was, kifua, what, no. I was anxious about the response because you realize Kenyans can be brutal. They will love you today and hate you tomorrow. Yeah, so I was very anxious. My intention was not to offend anybody. I felt like maybe we were burying our heads in the sand. So I would say for a year, I was a zombie. But then, what made the biggest difference was the support. Having a support system is so crucial. So you don't realize it at the time. But you know, there's really nothing somebody can say. But somebody being there makes all the difference. So I would say I had a very good support system at Capital FM. Like you asked about work and all that. I was given 3 months off to go and mourn. But then, just to say, I told you the minute my mom died, I informed my office. My bosses, there were 2 of them who were in the office. They left. Bernard Momanyi, Rob Gilo. They came to Ruaka. Michael Mumo was in the States. You know, there were only 3 of them were managing the desk. The fact that they left whatever they were doing to come, there was nobody to come and see, whatever else stopped, they left it in somebody else's hands, to come and see me. And every single meeting, they came. I remember at the time, my colleague Judy Kaberia lost her dad. Actually that Wednesday when my mom passed her dad had passed on Monday. So we had 2 losses in the newsroom. And then I think like on Friday, Ses Mutungi lost her dad. So they would, like, for every meeting for everyone, at least for the newsroom, if Momanyi was at Judy's function, Gilo was at my function. Eric Lati, Flora Walubengo, I had worked with them. They had left Capital at that time, they came. And that's in addition to the support I had from my family. Like I mentioned, growing up with my cousins, so I was close to my aunts. They're like second moms to me, you know. So for me, you're asking about dealing with grief. I could not have done it without that support system, both at work and you know, that's the time you realize how important relationships are and who your true friends are. And even from State House, I mean, because at the time I was part of the presidential corps. So I remember Manoa at night when he found out my mom passed, he came. President Kenyatta in one of those states sent actually a statement on my mom. So that impressed, like, you don't really appreciate these relationships until you're in that situation. So for me, if it was not for the others, the support system, I don't think I would have survived as well or come through it and made peace with it as well. Because, you know, grief, you have to go through it, you can't go around it. Yes. Yeah.
The transition was seamless. Olive was not just adapting to television, she was excelling at it. However, the journey didn't stop there. After establishing herself at NTV, Olive made another bold move. She joined Citizen TV, another major player in the Kenyan media industry. This was a testament to her growing influence and reputation. At Citizen TV, Olive's star continued to shine brighter. She brought her unique style of journalism to a larger audience, further cementing her status in the industry.
This is Sunday Live with Jeff Koinange and Olive Burrows.
It is Sunday the 2nd of June, and indeed the very first Sunday of the new month. And in the words of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, Sunday is the golden clasp that binds together the volume of the week. And without a doubt, it is a golden moment here on Sunday Live because, folks, we've got Olive Burrows. From Citizen Weekend last night, Olive Burrows joins Sunday Live now and every Sunday going forward as Sunday Live resumes its natural form as Kenya's unassailable double-headed news and current affairs Super Sunday. Olive, welcome to Sunday Live.
Thank you, Jeff. I am delighted to join you and the wonderful Sunday Live team. And someone, anonymous, said Sunday is a good day for the soul. And without Sunday, a soul is an orphan.
Indeed. And without Sunday Live, rather, maybe news and current affairs is an orphan?
Most definitely. Well, a very good evening to our viewers joining us here on Citizen Sunday Live. Live here on Citizen TV and Citizen Digital, as well as other streaming platforms.
The transition from radio to television was not just a change in medium for Olive. It was a new stage for her to showcase her skills, her passion, and her unwavering commitment to journalism. She didn't just survive the transition, she thrived in it. With each new challenge, Olive continued to prove her versatility and talent, yet she was far from done. Barack Obama, Melinda Gates, Antonio Guterres. What do these notable figures have in common? They've all been interviewed by Olive Burrows. Olive Burrows is not just an accomplished journalist, she's also a skilled interviewer. She's built a reputation for her ability to sit across from some of the most influential personalities in the world and ask them the hard questions. Questions that not only reveal the person behind the public image, but also shed light on global affairs that impact us all. Think about her interview with former United States President Barack Obama. Olive didn't just focus on his political journey. She delved deeper, bringing out the human side of the leader. She asked about his Kenyan roots, about his father, and about the values that shaped him. She didn't shy away from asking the tough questions either, bringing out the man beyond the presidency. Then there was the interview with Melinda Gates, a philanthropist and one of the most powerful women in the world. Olive managed to bring out Melinda's passion for global health and education, providing a platform for her to discuss the pressing issues that often go unmentioned in mainstream media. And let's not forget about her interview with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Olive showed her expertise in global affairs, asking questions that mattered about climate change, about peacekeeping, about the role of the United Nations in a rapidly changing world. Each of these interviews was not just a conversation, it was an exploration of ideas, a journey into the minds of these global leaders. And Olive was the perfect guide, navigating these discussions with grace, intelligence, and an unyielding pursuit of truth. Her interviews have left a lasting impression, not just on the individuals she's interviewed, but also on her viewers. They've been thought-provoking, insightful, and at times, even inspiring. They've shown us the world from different perspectives, opening our minds to new ideas and possibilities. Olive's interviews have left an indelible mark on her audience, cementing her status as a media powerhouse. Olive Burrows, a name synonymous with resilience, talent, and boldness. But what is the impact of her journey? In a world where the media industry often underscores physical appearance over substance, Olive Burrows has shattered glass ceilings, defying the odds to become a seasoned journalist, respected for her prowess in the field. Her journey, marked by resilience, talent, and audacious career moves, has had a profound influence on the media industry, encouraging a shift in perspectives and attitudes. From her early days at Capital FM, Olive's determination to rise above societal pressures and prejudices has been a beacon of inspiration for many, particularly those facing similar hurdles. Her transition to NTV, and later to Citizen TV not only showcases her adaptability, but also her relentless pursuit of growth and improvement. Her high-profile interviews with global figures such as Barack Obama, Melinda Gates, and UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres have further cemented her status as a formidable journalist, one who seeks answers to the hard questions, undeterred by the stature of her interviewee. This has not only elevated her professional standing, but also set a high bar for journalistic integrity and courage. More than just a prominent figure in the media industry, Olive has become a role model for aspiring journalists. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that talent and determination can overcome any obstacle. It's a testament to the fact that one's weight, race, or background should never be a determinant of their success. Olive's legacy goes beyond her professional achievements. She has become a symbol of resilience and boldness, a beacon of hope for those who dare to dream and strive to make their dreams a reality. Her journey is not just about her rise to stardom, but also about the impact she has made and continues to make on the lives of others. From her early life to her rise to stardom, Olive Burrows has left an indelible mark on the media industry. Her journey is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and a dream.